Well, hello everyone. Good evening. Happy Sunday. Hope you had a good weekend. Breaking news. Former President Joe Biden has prostate cancer in a very aggressive form to the point where it has spread to his bones. Now, as a Christian, you gotta pray for the man and you gotta hope the man repents. The human side of me says it could have happened to a nicer person for what he tried to do to this country. And the years and decades of corruption he's been involved in, and the amount of blood on his hands. Now, is this their way of getting rid of him quietly? Maybe in a tribunal? I don't know. Maybe does this push him to the edge to come out and confess to the world what he has done? I don't know. Man has a lot to be accountable for, especially when you're in a position of leadership like that. You're held to a higher standard. I hope that man repents. Really hope he repents. Now, you hear this morning, an old Mexican Navy ship crashed into the Brooklyn Bridge. Now, is this what we saw at the Francis Scott Key Bridge years ago? No. That you saw the power go out twice and knock an entire bridge down. This you saw power on, everything was lit up nice looking ship too. And the mast just snapped like toothpicks. 2 people are dead who were up there. 20 have been injured from the last time I heard this morning. Now you can only say, is this a spiritual sign of what's to come between the U.S. and Mexico? Trump has said by going in there, well, he's already declared him as terrorist, by going in there and blowing up the drug operation and the kid trafficking operation. Now, the Mexican female president there is talking a good game, but if I were her, I'd be careful out her right now. And right now, those cartel warlords down there, they also have a lot to be accountable for. This week, it was also said that Rikers Island, which holds most of the New York City Correctional Facility jails, is being taken over by the federal government. Now, I can't help to think, well, they've had trouble there for years. I mean, Giuliani did a heck of a job cleaning it up. Bloomberg maintained what Giuliani started, and it just went to hell since de Blasio was there. But since the feds have taken it over, could that be used for other things? Would federal prisoners be sent there? We've been talking about Nuremberg Part 2, what's been going on, the treason against this country by so many people in this country. Could it happen? Gonna have to wait and see. But you have to wonder, how long did Joe Biden have cancer for? It's been announced now, but how long did he have it before then? And was he planning to be sick? Was he planning to do an FDR and be sick in office with polio, only with cancer? Was that the reason why they tossed him out? Was he under chemotherapy? Stuff you just gotta answer. You ask yourself now. Now listen, he is 82 years old. And we all gotta go sometime. But you gotta ask yourself too, how much will he release? The problem is, even if he does confess, will the public take it seriously, saying, oh, he's delusional, he's sick, he's in the chemotherapy, on the radiation? Should be interesting to see. Now, we've had trade deals with China and the UK. Stock market has been booming. Are we up to a record high? No, but I mean, it's come back. It's come back. All you gotta do is look at your 401ks, dude. People say, it has nothing to do with the trade deals. The trade deals aren't trade deals. Yeah, they are. Xi said he wouldn't talk to Trump. Well, he came and talked to Trump and made a deal. They won't admit this, but China's economy and factories were hurting big time. The UK deal, it's a small deal. They don't do much trade with UK anyway. Other than cars is the biggest thing. And listen, anyone who knows anything about British cars, they suck anyway. Nice looking, but expensive electronic junk, if you ask me. I suppose if you're a fan of Mini Cooper or Jaguar, you're going to be upset now because your parts just went up even if you did buy one before tariff thing. But now he's making a splash over in the Mideast. He's made several deals. And listen, when you do deals with countries, they're less likely to want to piss you off, especially if the money's coming in. And it's going to help the economy because Iran was suffering. All those countries over there were suffering. Speaking of cancer, remember years ago when they said Putin would be dead soon because he has cancer? Well, who's still in office healthy? Putin. Who's out of office and died of cancer? Biden. Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony. Of course, now we hear that it's going to take years and years and years to replace all these. Well, not replace, but hire the missing air traffic controllers, well, short-handed, that are qualified to do the job and make sure we don't get any DEI hires. And I'm telling you right now, when word gets out about the damage and what the old Charlie 19er vaccine has done, they may be asking a lot of pilots, ex-first responders, and military personnel who they fired because they wouldn't take the jab to come back because there's going to be a need. And for everyone who's saying that Trump is cowering to all these nations, was he afraid we could win him in a war? Well, listen, if you look at the condition of the U.S. military, what Biden did in 4 years, we're in no condition to go to war. We are short pilots. We are short helicopter pilots. We're still having the problem at Reagan International where Black Hawk helicopters almost collide with aircraft. I still don't understand why they would do these exercises. We softened the type of recruits that go into these boot camps. It used to be, my dad used to tell me, they used to beat the shit out of you in boot camp, dude. It was brutal. Getting to boot camp was brutal. Forget about doing anything like the special forces. Under Biden, if you needed a timeout, I think all you had to do was be like a soccer referee and raise the red card. You got too many women doing positions designed by men who don't belong there. I said, well, she did all the physical requirements. No, she did the female physical requirements, which are not as good as the male requirements. Well, countries like China and Russia are constantly making men of their men. We'll put a bunch of pussies in the military. And you gotta wonder how long will neighbors across the border up in Canada try to fight this out until they wave the white flag, because let's face it, we buy most of their products, dude, including their oil. Even though one sells their oil, they still make a bigger profit margin selling their oil to us than to themselves. I guess the oil in Canada is very high in sulfur, and we have the refineries to make it usable. They gotta ship their oil from coast to coast to make it the oil that they need, and they don't get the profit like they do selling to us, because one, our American dollar is just a lot stronger than the Canadian dollar, so that's gonna hurt them. If General Motors, Ford, and Chrysler decide to pull out of Canada because it's just too expensive, the tests are just too expensive, well, you may see their workforce reduce quite a lot, because the only thing they're going to produce up there are cars for Canadians. The American plants may reopen down here, and they'll build cars for the cars in this country, for the people in this country. So a lot going on. I mean, there's just so much going on. It is hard to keep up with everything now. Comments down below what you'd like to know. Keep the country in prayer. And we'll talk to you later.